Hey, you guys. Did you like that start? Hey, guys. What's up? I'm actually in Sedona, Arizona right now. Look at this. It's beautiful. I've never been to Sedona. Everybody has told me, except for the power lines. Sorry about that. Everybody has told me that I must go here. I'm going to hike up that mountain tomorrow, maybe. But I just had a crazy experience with this gal. Shamangelic Healing, Anahata Ananda. Anahata Ananda. My friend Aubrey Marcus from On It told me about her. I was out here speaking in Scottsdale to a group of highfalutin investors, teaching them about longevity and stuff. Actually, cool guys. But I decided to make the trip out here to Scottsdale because I've been doing a lot behind the scenes with my business lately. And I needed some, I wanted to make the drive because I had some serious self-reflection time that I needed to do. Some alone time to reflect on how it is that I want to serve you, how it is that I want to help you, and what I want to bring to your life to make your life better. I'm rotating so I don't get the power lines in the background. There, that's better. And behind the scenes, you're going to get some emails from me about this over the next few weeks, but behind the scenes for the past couple of years, I've been realizing, and I've been building my business around the fact that being a good exerciser, it's like the way I finished my book Beyond Training, right? Do you want written on your gravestone that you were good at fitness, or you were a good exerciser? Or is there more to life than that, right? Is there more to life than just beating yourself up, than just pursuing sufferfest after sufferfest, or six-pack abs, or toned thighs, or or a faster mile split in pursuit of happiness, when in fact that's not what brings you happiness? And in reality, there's a lot of us, triathletes and marathoners and cyclists and crossfitters and obstacle course racers. We're walking around with good bodies, granted beat up bodies. My body's beat up. I won't lie to you. Like, I've got freaking gut issues. I've got knee issues right now. I've got toe issues. I've thrashed myself because I find a lot of my meaning in being fit, right? I find a lot of my purpose in being fit. And that is, I'm just going to come right out and say it, that's effed up, right? Life is about more than that. Life is about happiness and joy and love. Like when I was a little boy, you know what I used to do? You know what I used to do when I was a little boy? I played violin and I made music and I sang and I danced in the living room, and I loved to teach other kids in the neighborhood about how to eat grasshoppers and make fires with the little magnifying glasses. And I wrote fantasy fiction, and I bought swords, and I pretended to be a knight or an elf running around in the forest, and that was what I did. And I don't do that now, right? And my life is regimented, it's stoic, it's rigid, it's to bed by 9:30. There's some laughter and some joy, but it's more about just crush obstacles, right? Or look good in spandex, or what the hell, I didn't get my mile swim in today, or I didn't do, I didn't do the workout I was supposed to do today. But ultimately, I've realized there's a lot more to life than that. A lot more to life than that. And that's one of the reasons that I came out to Sedona, was to meet with some of these people who can really help show me how I can teach this message to you. And check this out. I've got her, all these courses that she's doing. Go to her website, by the way, shamangelichealing.com. But I also have my notes. Let me set this down just in the path here. Do you like my Jesus sandals, by the way? My taped up toe? You guys see that? That taped up toe? That's exactly what I'm talking about, right? I'm beat up. I know that and I realized this even just today, just in the past few hours, where I'm not transparent and honest with you guys. I'm really not. I try to be that guy who's got the perfect gut and the perfect joints and the perfect body and the perfect muscles and nothing goes wrong. I freaking have a hard time getting out of bed some mornings these days. Right? I'm working with a doctor on a bunch of issues that have exploded in my gut over the past several years of racing and training and competing. My knee is thrashed. My back has gotten thrown out 3 times over the past year. And it's not because I live a crappy lifestyle, right? It's just because there's a lack of balance, right? And I've realized, like, if you take my body away and you take my fitnessing away and my exercising away, am I tapping into all that joy and peace and love that I experienced when I was a little boy? Are you doing what you loved to do when you were a little kid? Or are you living this kind of like fake life of exercise and biohacking, when in fact, as cool as that stuff is, it's just like one slice of a great big pie that is life. So check out some of my notes here. I want to read some of them to you. First of all, there's something I've learned that I want to do a better job teaching you guys, and that's this. And I'm just going to go in chronological order, because I just left the healing session like 20 minutes ago and walked up the street and came here. But here's the deal. I have been a hard-charging athlete since I was 13 years old. And my body has changed from 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, where I'm at right now. And I want to do a better job teaching you about how to progress through these stages of fitness and life, and how the body changes, and how it's okay to embrace new things as you age, and how it's okay to feel a little bit sore and stiff, and not fight that by going off and doing, you know, a boatload of stem cell injections and foam rolling. As good as that stuff is, it's also a message to you to begin to embrace change, embrace new chapters in life. Musical instruments and writing and fiction are the kind of things that come to mind for me, but I want to do a better job doing that for you. Another question I wrote down during my session with her: is my identity, is your identity tied to your body and your fitness? What would happen if all that got taken away? What quote backups unquote do you have? Don't blow away little papers, please. I promise I'm not going to be here forever. You know what? Do you have balance in your life? Do you have family and spirituality and religion and music and love and laughter and peace and joy and stuff that is not just about the sufferfest, right? That's not just about competing and achieving. Because for me, that's not where a lot of the happiness comes from. Frankly, that's where a lot of the suffering comes from, right? And granted, there is definite benefit to stoicism and rigidity and discipline. But man, we gotta laugh a little bit. I want to tell you a few really cool messages I got when I was laying on the biomat, getting all the tuning fork and the music done in the essential oils of this lady's house. Total woo-woo stuff, but I love it. I freaking love it. One of my goals over the next several years is not only to teach you how to be a full human, right? Not just be fit, but have a strong mind and a strong spirit. And in doing so, I promise you, a big goal of mine is to do like I'm doing right now and be more authentic, be more transparent, be more honest with you. Tell you, freaking A, I don't want to go race Spartan World Championships next weekend. I don't. My body's beat up. I hurt. I'm going to be standing at the finish line asking myself, you know, can I go back to my condo and curl up and go back to bed? I'm going to effing do it. Because that is part of what I do, right? Like, I test things and I spend time in the trenches and I buffet my body, but at the same time, like, I'm freaking scared because I'm beat up right now. And that's just where I'm at, right? But that's okay, right? Is that okay for me to be authentic and transparent with you and tell you I'm struggling right now with that? And I love activity, but do you know how when I was a kid, there was tennis and volleyball and water polo and baseball and jumping in the creek and hiking, and now it's like workout, gym, Spartan, workout, gym, Spartan, recover, right? So like that's something I would encourage you to do. Like, step back and look at, do you have balance? Because it's okay to be fit, but could fitness be playing noonball one weekend instead of flying across the world to go like lay down in the pain cave for 5 hours on a Spartan course, right? Could it be about maybe, you know, playing a little bit of club tennis or getting on the golf course instead of pounding on the treadmill all week? Give yourself permission to do that, right? People don't judge you based on, you'd be surprised. Do you judge me based on like my percent body fat or like how fast I'm going to do the Spartan race this weekend? Because I really think not. I think that, you know, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but, you know, I would hope that you judge me based on how much value I bring to your life, how much I maybe either make you laugh or inspire you or teach you or educate you or give you a platform and a community to talk to other people, right? So same thing for you, right? People don't judge you based on how fast you're riding your bike or how fast you're running or how fit you are or how good you look in spandex, right? That's not the meaning of life. Sure, it's cool, and it's a byproduct of being a disciplined person, but I think we need a little bit more balance in that respect. So what are a few of the things that I wrote here on my notes? Well, a couple things that I want to tell you is this. First of all, as I embrace new chapters in my life, right, like I'm signed up for, and I even use the website Stick, and I'm giving money to a horrible, horrible charity. I'm not going to tell you what charity it is, but I'm giving money to a horrible charity if I don't play in an open mic night by my 36th birthday on December 20th, right? So like I'm doing that because that's a new chapter in my life. Musician. I just published my first work of, well, I didn't publish, I finished my first work of fiction, which I'm publishing. That's freaking scary for me to branch out and become a fiction writer, but that's a huge thing I'm doing in life. I'm scared. It's a new chapter in life. It may have nothing to do with fitness, but can I teach you about creativity and reading and writing and getting more out of the books that you read and discovering magic and inspiration and in you know, this whole other world? Absolutely. Does sound healing and creativity and happiness and joy, is that something you derive from music just as much as you derive from working out and biohacking and nutrition? Absolutely. Right? So you're going to notice, I don't want you to be freaked out, but you know, as I get older, I want to help take the same balance that I'm discovering in life, and I want to teach that to you guys too. So what are some other things that I wrote down? You know, it was kind of funny. Anahata, who, oh hi, she's actually on the Facebook Live right now. You can see her. Go follow her, by the way. She's really cool. She told me, because she tells you what kind of type you are. She told me I'm an elf, and this freaked me out because when I was a kid, I like to run around the forest holding my bow. I had a little makeshift bow, and I had like little sticks and spears. And I was an elf running around in the forest, like through the trees and jumping in the creek and finding snakes and chasing rabbits and running around with my dog Rupert, my little boxer dog Rupert. And I would just run around for hours, right? Because I was an elf, and I've forgotten to embrace that creativity and joy and help bring more of that creativity and joy into your life. And you know, and there are words associated with that, right? Like archer, player, mystery, magic, alchemy, joy, creativity, playfulness. I did, and I was telling Anahata this, I did a personality typing, and this might be true for you too, a couple of years ago. It's on my page. If you go to bengreenfieldfitness.com and do a search for, don't laugh, serial killer, you'll find this because they typed me as partially serial killer, partially very creative person. But one part of that was that I don't compete because I want to beat other people, or because I want to be number one, or because I want to achieve. I compete because I want to apply my creativity to that aspect of life, right? Like I want to run through the forest and do the obstacles and jump in the water during the triathlon and figure out how to get from point A to point B in the open water. And deep down inside, I don't really give a crap if I'm beating people. I just want to go out there and experience that creative aspect of life. And sometimes I don't give myself permission to do that. And I would wonder about you, like what are your motives for being fit? And if your motives for being fit are like me, that just creativity and joy, embrace that. Quit beating yourself up and have fun with it. Do it with a big smile on your face, right? So a few other things that I want to share. We talked a lot about my kids, and you know, those are just some separate family things. But I had 5 messages that I got from the universe while laying with Anahata, and I want to tell you what they are. Okay. And again, I know some of this is just woo-woo, but you know what? Some of us need a little bit more of that in our lives, right? So, number 1, it's okay to have fun, okay? If you're watching this right now, write that down. Write that down for yourself. It's going to make your evening better, or your life better, wherever you're at right now. Write this down. It's okay to have fun, okay? It's okay to go to the gym and play on some new stuff, or not go to the gym and go to the playground, or not go to the playground and take your kids out in the backyard and play tag and hide and seek and wrestle and all those things they've been wanting you to do with them, or your brother or your sister or your mom or your dad. Or maybe you're not going to go do anything fitnessy at all, and you're just going to give your loved one a massage and make love, right? Like, it's okay to just have fun, right? It's like that whole idea of a hedonistic calendar, right? But instead of fun being drugs and, you know, and ayahuasca and marijuana and combo and all these things that definitely have their place in life, fun can just be you organically having fun as a human. Next, write this down. Love is the best thing. Love is the best thing, okay? Even if you're lonely right now and you have nobody there with you and you feel like you're lost and you're empty and you're searching for meaning, if you can find someone to love, someone to help, someone to serve, someone to pray for, someone to spread love to, I mean, this is like a 6-year-old would say it, right? Love is the best thing. Love is the best thing. Can you get more love in your life along with more fun in your life? And I promise, over the next few months, I'm going to do my damn best to bring a lot of this to you in as best a way I can via people who I interview and via books that I tell you about and via articles that I write and even, via the fiction that I'm writing, where I'm trying to weave in a lot of these concepts of fitness and health and survivalism, but also some of these concepts of just being a more complete human. So, next, embrace the magic. Okay, write that down. It's okay to have fun. Love is the best thing. And next, embrace the magic. Life is magical. Look at this. Okay? Imagine we're in J.R.R. Tolkien's Lord of the Rings and there's magic and there's a troll living up underneath that rock and there's an elf behind that tree and there's magic up in those hills and there's dragons and sorcerers and wizards. And, you know, it's not just about Facebook and your computer and your job and your cell phone you had trouble finding and, you know, and paying the bills. Like, sometimes you just need to remember, right? There's magic. Embrace the magic. Find the magic and embrace the magic. Write that down. It's okay to have fun. Love is the best thing, and embrace the magic. Next, be present. Be present. Number 4 out of 5 is to be present. Wherever you're at right now, look at this. Okay? Am I present, right? Did I just step over this yellow flower, or did I actually look at it and smell it? And no, by the way, I'm not high right now. Okay? Just had a kombucha. What color is it? What's it feel like? What's the ground and the earth feel like right now? It's red. What's it smell like, right? What's it taste like? Be present with your family, with your friends, with your loved ones, with your fitnessing, with everything that you do. Life is too short to not be present, right? So it's okay to have fun. Love is the best thing. Embrace the magic. Be present. And then finally, this was a personal message that I got. And I don't want you to be freaked out when this happens, when I embrace my elvenness that I've kind of let go over the past few years. But I freaking used to be a clown, right? My writing, my videos, my photos, like when I was a kid, like I love to laugh and talk about funny things and strange humor, and you know, I love, you know, still love, you know, websites like The Oatmeal and Jack Handy's Deep Thoughts and quirky, crazy humor. And sometimes I've gotten so caught up in like teaching you guys how to biohack and how to fitness and how to get cool muscles and take care of your skin and your hair and have better sex. And sometimes we forget to just like freaking like have a knee slapping good time and laugh and make fun of ourselves. And so because of that, the last truth I discovered was that I can bring joy, and I'm supposed to be bringing joy. It's not all about suffering and rigidity and stoicism, right? It's about laughter and joy, and I want to bring more of that into your life as I personally delve down this new path of helping you not just achieve things for your body, but also for your mind and for your spirit. And so please don't get freaked out as you see me over the next few months kind of like orienting my business and the direction that I take, a lot of the things that I teach you to not be all about fitness, and to not be all about Spartan and triathloning and lifting weights and CrossFit, and to instead be about being a complete human, right? A complete human full of love and peace and joy, who your family and your friends want to hang out with, who doesn't dwell on completeness from working out, but who instead dwells on completeness from experiencing all the magic that life has to offer, from being able to be a real Renaissance man and a Renaissance woman, and go out and embrace the magic. Embrace the magic. Look at all my cool notes, right? So I can't wait to go home and give my kids a big hug and play with them and wrestle and go walk through the forest holding hands and harvest nettle and mint and make amazing meals and play music and put a ukulele and a harmonica and go out and play some music while we sit in the hammocks back behind the house. Like, that's the kind of life that rocks, right? It's the kind of life that is fulfilling. So there's some things for you to think about. And again, I know I just said a lot, but the main thing that I want you to know is that life is about more than fitness. I'm just a real human. I have my own struggles, right? Like I have my own fears. I was honestly a little bit afraid about just getting on here and doing a Facebook message for you guys where I'm completely honest with you and vulnerable with you. But, you know, it's time we were all more honest and more vulnerable. And in the comments below, what I would like to hear is, oh wow, there's like an airplane going by right now. It's beautiful. An airplane kind of like couched against the mountain. I don't know if you can see it, but it's so gorgeous out here. So gorgeous. So what I would like for you to write down is one thing that you liked to do when you were a kid that would be totally possible for you tomorrow to start doing again. What one thing did you like to do when you were a kid that you could start doing again tomorrow? Write that down and then go do it. All right. Have an amazing evening. I may go to this little restaurant called Chocolaterie and have chocolate with a big smile on my face. All right. Later. Chocolate mustache time.